What's up, people? It's your boy MM. Back again with, this is going to be my final video responding to Doc specifically. What I may do is I still may make a video on Monday, like breaking down, just addressing overall this point of PlayStation being in trouble, because Doc isn't the only one saying this. There's a bunch of other people that are trying to run with this rhetoric, but I'm going to make a video addressing it overall. But this is my last video addressing Doc, because here's what happened. Doc made a video, and as you can see it on the screen, it's 2 hours plus, right? So when I was going through my comments of my latest video and just responding to people that lay comments, someone said to me, "Oh, Doc dropped the response." I said, "Oh, this is getting, this is going to get juicy." Thinking, and then I saw, oh my God, this is 2 hours long. Oh man, Doc is going to knock it out of the park. We're going to see, this is going to be fun and entertaining. And I got to minute 9 and 24 seconds. And I just shook my head. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even in full listen to the rest of it. I just skimmed over it and just tried to see if there were like other parts that were being made that made sense. He's trying to live react to the video, and he misses the point. He kills himself in the first 9 minutes and 24 seconds. Now, again, this is all in jest. Doc is the homie. We're having fun here. But he is trying to cascade a point that is clearly false, and he keeps missing the point that we're making about PlayStation being in trouble and Xbox saving them. But if Xbox saves them, they're in trouble. It's an oxymoron. How can Xbox save PlayStation but put them in trouble by the same activity? It doesn't make any sense. So, Doc, you're going to just have to simply debate me on this. Let's not play this back and forth. Let's not do this frisbee. Tell me the time. Tell me the place. Debate me on this. In the first 9 minutes and 24 seconds, you destroy your point. How do you do so? Let me show you how. Let's play what Doc says at 9 minutes and 24 seconds in his "I told you not to respond" MM2K Gaming News. Here we go. On PlayStation,
yes,
is bad for PlayStation.
Yes. Yes, they want you to play their games. They want you to play their games. Now, obviously, they're going to take whatever they can. But trust me, they would prefer, again, if the top 10 games that we're charting, I want somebody to argue this with me, please. Tell me that Sony doesn't want their top 10 games to look like Nintendo's top 10 games.
No, they don't. I'm telling you now. And it's going to just take me a few minutes to show you why. If Nintendo, look, Sony is in the game of marketing genre-defining AAA games. That's their main market. They'll sell other games. They sell indie games and all this stuff. But the big money makers are the AAA genre-defining games. They want to be the #1 marketplace for consoles where people buy those games, right? Because those are the big money makers, and that's what makes them their high amount of money. To show you why what you're saying is insanity, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Okay, so let's look at its only competitor in this space right now, which is Xbox. Xbox made $15.4 billion in 2023 fiscal year. When they acquired ABK, that went up to $21.5 billion. But in the same fiscal year for PlayStation, they made $27.5 billion. So even with ABK, even with Microsoft grabbing the world's largest AAA genre-defining publisher, and even with having that publisher kill it on sales on on PlayStation primarily, and getting 70% from their sales off of PlayStation, even after they're being fed by PlayStation, like you claim, is the thing that's going to kill PlayStation. PlayStation still made $6 billion more than them. But to mimic your thought process that they want their business model to mimic Nintendo's. You want to know what Nintendo made last fiscal year? Take a guess. You think what was it, 20 billion? 19 billion. It had to be at least 18 billion, right? 17? How much did Nintendo make last fiscal year, or 2024 fiscal year? Oh my God. Nintendo made 10.8 billion. Look, Doc, Shuhei Yoshida explained this a long time ago, and the business is still the same. The only part that's new is the live service push. The live service push didn't cannibalize the regular business. The live service push is a direct incident from them being threatened by the ABK deal. When the ABK deal was announced, there was the threat that Xbox would take those games and take them off of PlayStation. That's what everybody thought, right? And then when that didn't happen, the threat gone away. When the threat was there, they lost that $20 billion in stock evaluation. And I did see your part of the video where you said, see, they're in trouble. No, they had a threat, and the threat is gone from ABK now. But what Sony is saying is we cannot afford to have another threat. Say if somebody buys up Roblox or the developers of Apex and this and that in a large swoop, and we get hit like this again, like just two of those games that are making us a bunch of money, if they get stripped from us, live service games that is, we're going to be in the same fickle again. So let's control our own destiny. Let's try to make our own live service games and get more of the live service games made from us in the top 10. So this is more of a precautionary action than it is addressing a clear systematic threat. It is not a systematic threat anymore. Why? Because Xbox has completely reorged. Did you miss that? Maybe you should check out The Verge article, 2023, October 26, 2023. Microsoft reorged. When they reorged, it's now really considered Microsoft Gaming. Matt Booty is the president of Gaming Content Studios. They call it Xbox Publishing. But really the only Xbox entity is owned by Sarah Bond, which is the platforms. Sony could care less about the platform business because it's fallen off a cliff. Sony wants to do business with Phil and Matt Booty, who are doing third-party publishing now. Phil Spencer said it again on the Gamertag Radio interview, and he said it with Destin. They're a third-party publisher now who happens to have their own platform, but their platform is falling off a cliff. So yeah, if you want to bring your games to PlayStation and give us more high-margin activity, fine. That's what we're in the business of doing. We're in the business of selling other games. Our games, to quote Kellis, our milkshake bring the boys to the yard. Once the boys come to the yard, it's about them buying other games. Let everybody else do the hard work. Let everybody else invest billions upon billions and tens of billions and hundreds of millions of dollars or whatever into these games. We just want to provide the platform and collect our $30. We make more money doing that. We make significantly more money we're better at it than Xbox. And our business model is way more lucrative than Nintendo. That's the business. And Yoshida showed it to you. And while he answered this question while y'all were mumbling off the same rhetoric way back when, Sony Computer Entertainment has been known to publish quite a few games that haven't exactly been financial breakthroughs, yet they don't seem to be about to give up on that kind of experience, as explained by Shuhei Yoshida. Now let's go over it. It's a hit-driven business, Shuhei says. We look at our financials, results of the titles, and probably 3 out of 10 make money, and maybe 1 or 2 make all the money that cover the cost of the other titles. So we have to be able to maintain that hit ratio at a certain level to be able to continue in the business. What is the business? AAA genre-defining games, selling those games. Nintendo can afford to make lower budget games and sell them at abundance and have those be the main games that sell, because they don't require the financial investment that other games do. It's like oil companies. Do the research, Doc. You know, an oil company has to invest $1 billion in a rig and only to get $7 billion out of that. Now, you can have other people that'll, you know, I don't know, just other oil, like corn oil or whatever. Corn oil production may be significantly less, but to get oil, like from companies like ExxonMobil or whatever, to make $7 billion, they got to spend $1 billion. So the AAA genre-defining business is expensive, but it's been lucrative for PlayStation, and everybody that comes to battle them in it, they've knocked them out. Now, what you see them doing with live service games is a knee-jerk reaction to a threat that was there before, but they're continuing it because they realize, hey, look, this could happen again. If someone goes and buys Roblox and Apex from us or Fortnite or something else and takes it off our platform, we're back here again. So we need to safeguard ourselves and get more individually owned live service games up there. But that doesn't mean that live service games from elsewhere we still can't benefit from until we do that. And who is the threat to yank the games off of it? So you're dealing in pure hypotheticals. I have numbers that dispute everything, all the FUD that you're trying to put out there. PlayStation makes more money. The third-party selling of games market is a higher wielding market than what you're claiming that they wish they could duplicate from Nintendo. They're almost making triple the money that Nintendo's making. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. You cannot make this make sense. So we're cutting this off. I'm not even addressing the rest of your video because I'm not going to watch it. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Debate me. If what you're saying has any merit, debate me. Name the time, name the place. We will make it happen. All right? But that's it, my good brother. I love your work, love your channel. Hey, people, go sub to Doc Dark. And also, King Thrash is back. So go sub to King Thrash too. Let me see if I can find. Here, let me go find the tweet, because definitely go sign up to my homie King Thrash. Yeah, this is crazy, bro. But I love Doc. This is all fun. But Doc is not getting why he can't respond to this properly using his current argument. He has to use a different argument. Like I tell my wife all the time. My wife tells me this stuff and I'll be like, baby, it's 2025. Can you complain to me about something? Can you come up with a new argument? Something, you know, something slicker. You got to come up with a slicker argument, Doc. In the interim here, let me find King Thrash's. Here, let's put this up here. Yeah, buddy. They tried to do my boy King Thrash dirty. He's coming back with a vengeance. There he goes right there. He's going to be there 2 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. But here goes King Thrash's channel. Definitely make sure you're subscribed. I'm subscribed too. Phil Spencer finally admits it's over. I got to see that. Doc, you going to come and see that too? We should probably go get tickets together to go watch that. But again, Doc, your argument has too many holes in it. It doesn't make sense to the actual business. I don't think you understand the business enough to where you're making these false arguments. I'm not going to go back and forth with you arguing the same thing over. Debate me. Just debate me. That's all you got to do. With that said, y'all enjoy your weekend. Like I said, that video, if I still make it, will come Monday. Until then, you guys have a wonderful gaming day. Peace.